Well, it was all of, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, that we said, wow, this next stretch for Tennessee, they were 2-3 in conference play. They had tough games coming up on the road. Alabama, Georgia, Auburn coming to town. Boy, you get a couple of those, it'd be big. They have gotten on a roll.
They've gotten on the roll. 3 in a row, 4 out of the last 5. And
should be 5 out of 5.
Yeah, you're right. But again, like we talked about on last week's show, Texas A&M.
We were doing just fine until you became
I think we stole
Nancy.
the Texas A&M game. The recipe has been rebounding. Listen to this stat: 42-33, Alabama out-rebounded. We out-rebounded those guys. 52-27, Georgia, and 46-30 last night. Auburn out-rebounding those guys. Jason, that's a recipe for victory.
Absolutely, and they've learned like different lessons in each game.
Right.
I mean, this past game was a lesson how to play without Jacoby Gillespie, and this team grew up in a different way. Rebounding still was a big part of it.
Look at the number out there.
Toughness was a big part of it as well. But for Bishop Boswell to kind of take over that point guard role and new guys step up and make plays, that was big for this basketball team.
It could have been worse. I mean, honestly, there was a stretch in the second half where Auburn had like 4 or 5 straight offensive rebounds. As I'm saying, that's what Tennessee dominated them that bad that even when Auburn had a little bit of a flicker, it still was a bludgeoning on the boards.
You know what I loved? It was when Stephen Pearl said after the game, he goes, they punked us.
He said like he said like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, we just got punked out there. In other words, they dominated us any way they wanted to.
Well, it's about learning to win. As Jason said, learning to win without Jacoby. At one point in the second half, you had 4 true freshmen out there and Jaylen Carey. That was your 5.
Yeah.
It's hard not to look at some of these young guys. I love what Evans brings. Dwayne Brown for a big guy, I love his form, his arch, everything on foul shots. Because let's face it. You got to be able to knock down foul shots, and big guys get fouled. And it is really, really strong. Troy Henderson didn't play that much out of all those guys, but still gives you something off the bench. That's a heck of a pass right there. It's hard not to like the way this team is trending. We said it a month ago. Talk to me at the beginning of February. Don't worry about what's happening at the beginning of January, at the beginning of league play. Get to February and let's see where this team's at, because this team was still trying to find its footing. You just had so many new pieces, and everybody the ball runs through. I love that. I love Evans. He's a prototypical Rick Barnes kind of guy, not a high-end recruit. Rick kind of just, evaluates, finds them. That was a great play in the game right there by Bishop Boswell. And, I just like how this team's trending.
Bishop Boswell, you mentioned him. What has he been doing to impact winning? Double-doubles? He's been doing double-doubles. He's been handling the basketball when Jacoby is out of the game. He's always, we talk about players being in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
And he's usually in the right spot at the right time all the time. And then a game, Stephen, talked about, he used the verbiage punk, but, we got Jaylen Carey. Who's
in studio tonight, by the way.
We made a concentrated effort to go inside to Dwayne Brown, and those things was what proved to be the victory margin.
With Okpara out.
Yes.
And they managed the foul trouble in the second half, because at one point you had 4 of the 5 on the floor had 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And this was like 16 minutes to go in the second half. I was like, man, this is a dicey lineup right here, just because the way they were calling it. They called 6 fouls before the first TV timeout in the second half. Mm. And then it dramatically slowed.
With guys out, foul trouble, Okpara out for injury, would you call that a culture win, that you had new guys coming in, playing different roles, but the main thing still was the main thing: toughness, rebounding, defense?
Well, you got to give the coaching staff, a lot of credit, because, you talk about Amari Evans. Amari Abrams, he didn't make an impact, but he's been in the games. Those guys coming off the bench, obviously, they'll start Dwayne Brown, they'll start Jaylen, they'll start J.P. Estrella. One of those guys coming off the bench, they have a comfort level. So it's not like they're coming in strange and and it's virgin territory for them. They're coming in with confidence, and as we all well know, if you're confident doing anything, you're going to be successful.
The best thing I love about this team is they're, as you said, won 4 of 5, and there's still plenty of teachable moments for Rick. I mean, fouling the three-point shooter there at the end of the half. Like, that kid was making that shot regardless. It had no bearing on the shot, but you give him an extra point.
Right.
An extra point that could prove pivotal in any game, right? Like, these are all teachable moments. These dreadful turnovers that Jacoby has were just like, it's almost like watching my daughter's middle school team. It's like, oh, I know you're not on my team, but here you go. Like,
I don't know.
What? No, not at all. Like, I mean, like, you go back to the end of the Kentucky game. Those were just 2 terrible plays. You're going to have those, but like, you can't have them in crunch time. Like, I know they all weigh the same.
Your wife didn't mean what she said on the way out the door. She still loves you.
Maybe.
I will say this, back to what you're talking about, Carey and Evans off the bench, you talk about the 51 points.
Yeah.
51 points off the bench. You end up with 77 points. You've been coaching a long, long time. When you get to the NCAA tournament, to me, the teams that have the long-term success are the teams that know that if 1 or 2 guys have an off night, you've got enough other guys that it could be their night. And it was 2 guys' night off the bench in this game.
Yep, no question. And then against Georgia, JP scored 17 points.
Where'd that come from?
Exactly. But last night, Evans 8 rebounds, Carey 8 rebounds, Nate 8 rebounds.
And somebody had 10.
8 rebounds.
Ament had 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds.
Brown had 7 rebounds.
Brown had 7 rebounds.
And who's the other one that had 8 rebounds?
Bishop Oswald.
No, I was going to test him. All right, I think you come up with that. That's pretty impressive.
That's really impressive. And we've been doing this show off and on for about 10 years now. What have I always said? Defense travel, rebounds travel.
Yeah,
and that's what Tennessee's recipe has been in these last 4 out of 5 and 3 in a row. They're rebounding the basketball, and they're dominant inside.
Now, you may have done this show off and on for 10 years. We've been doing it for the full 10 years. We just don't bounce around in the coaching ranks like you do.
You got kicked to the curb for 2 years. Swain's been here the whole time.
The cool thing about yesterday was the weather being what it was, and the crowd still came out, and the players were able to get some juice from the crowd. I mean, you checkered Food City Center. It didn't look all that checkered on TV, but you can tell there was some energy in that building with the weather being what it was. That's a pretty cool moment.
So you've done what you needed to do over the last few weeks. You've kind of gotten it. And to Austin's point of what we have talked about, it doesn't really matter what you do, especially with all the new players, what you do early. It matters what you do as you head towards the postseason. You feel like this team is heading towards peaking at the right time.
I believe it is. I like the idea that Nate has kind of got a aggressive scoring mentality. He may not be a physical player, but he's playing physical. And that's really important. And then, our interior, that interior size is just it's an advantage for us. And then you got a guy like Jacoby that can knock down shots. And then Bishop Boswell, man, I see why Rick Barnes loves him. If I coached him, he'd be my favorite player also.
Yeah, he looks like Brandon Roy, but plays like Bruce Bowen.
So we're going to take a break right now. But as I said a minute ago, Jaylen Carey is in studio tonight. So we'll visit with him here in just a little bit. What a game he had, 27 points. I mean, just an incredible game for him. We'll visit with him, and we'll also talk about what's ahead for this team this next week when we come back on the Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law.
Like a blast from the past, the Super Dealer is back. Look to the skies, Knoxville. The Super Dealer is fighting for price, service, and the American made. Ted Russell Ford is your Super Dealer, a beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 Volume 4 dealer. Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Keep Food City in mind as your tailgating headquarters, whether it's football, basketball, whatever it is. Food City, the official tailgating headquarters of the Fall. A little misread on my part on the box score. Obviously, Jaylen Carey, 27 minutes, 13 points. A little misread on my part, a very important misread. The schedule this week, Tennessee got a game you should win probably, I would think, fairly easily. You never know. Ole Miss at midweek and then at Kentucky.
And we got to come to play. I mean, each and every contest is its own entity. I mean, you got to come to play. Can't take Ole Miss for granted. You know, they're in the second division as far as the standing is concerned, but you can't take them for granted. Kentucky's going to be a huge basketball game. I watched Kentucky against Arkansas last night, and Kentucky just dominated Arkansas on the glass. I mean, it was unbelievable. Moreno and Awa they were just relentless. And then I don't know if you guys watched it, but all those technical fouls in the game. Jason, Kentucky thinks they're tough. I mean, they stepping over people, and even in the game against us, they wanted to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, big rivalry game between Kentucky and Arkansas. That thing got chippy.
Yep.
Refs tried to get control of it, had a lot of technical fouls. One thing that you learned from the first matchup against Kentucky is that they are a second half team. We saw what they did against LSU. They saw what they did against us, and it's an opportunity for Tennessee to get some get back. And it's hard to play in Rupp, but this team feels like they're battle tested with how they played on the road against Georgia. How they played on the road earlier in the season. Rupp should not be too big for Tennessee to go up there and get a win, especially when you're rebounding the way that Tennessee's rebounding right now.
Nobody in this league should be too big for this group.
No.
I mean, like the league on the whole has not got like some superior team to where you're like, oh wow, Texas A&M, they're the one-loss team in the league. It's the team Tennessee beat, right? So I mean, I just feel like this team again just continues to find ways, right? We talked about finding scores 3 and 4. You don't have to find scores 3 and 4 as a consistent 3 and 4, as long as you're brother-in-lawing it and having somebody kind of jump in each and every night.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring Jaylen Carey in. Obviously, he heard me say 27 points. Like, wait a minute, I had 13 points and 8 rebounds in the game. To Tony Jones' point, Jaylen, we've got Ole Miss first, but then at Kentucky. Tony's always said the defense and rebounding travel. Are those two things a mindset in your mind that you take them on the road?
It's kind of just like a thing we do every day in practice. GP, he's like the emphasis on defense and rebounding, and he's on us every day that it should be the standard that we do every day, just rebounding and crashing the glass. Because usually teams like to show toughness in the first few minutes, first half, but they break down usually in the second half. So yeah.
Jaylen, talking to you and just looking at your bio and everything, I come from a basketball family. My brother played in the NBA. My older brother played college basketball. Your dad won a national championship, and your older brother played in the NBA. What was that like growing up? What type of opinions did they give you, and what type of interaction did they give you?
It was kind of different, like you said, father played in the NFL, and he was a #1 player coming out of high school, and also my brother was, so it was kind of just like the little bro. I was always getting called like Vernon's little brother or Vernon's son. It kind of like messes with you mentally because you're your own person, you want to be that, and it was kind of hard because, I wasn't as highly ranked coming out of high school and didn't have many offers. So it kind of gives you like a chip on your shoulder when you're, getting it out the mud and doing it like different. And it got me here. So I love it and just love the challenge that it brings me. And, we're going to get there.
What's an ideal game for you? What would you consider, I know it's hard to be perfect, but in your eyes, what's the closest to a perfect game for Jaylen Carey?
Just finishing at the rim and doing my job, doing what coach needs me to do and rebounding. Shouldn't, for real, like have minimum at least 8 boards a game, really, and just being that dog that they need me to be.
By the way, you got called the defensive end. You got any interest in helping out?
Nah, not right now. Nah. No football in me right now.
All right, cool.
I know my pops will want me to, but no.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's take a break. Austin's going to head over for the Food City Player Perspective.
Did you know he was kin to Eddie Jones, former Laker? Didn't know that. Anyway, we'll be back with the Food City Players Perspective right after this.
I thought it was Caldwell Jones.
At Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, we know your time is valuable, and we know that service needs can pop up at unexpected times. That's why we bring the Service Center to your home or office. With our mobile service, you can receive the vehicle maintenance you need at your time and place. We take care of oil changes, battery replacements, brake services, diagnostic scannings, and more. Book an appointment online or call us today. Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, where luxury vehicles come with luxury treatment.
This water makes my hair so dry and brittle.
AquaClear can fix that.
Jeez, I hate the way my water smells.
AquaClear can fix that.
No matter how much lotion I use, my skin is always so dry.
AquaClear can fix that.
I was coming home, I had a flat tire. Well, the local authorities proceeded to ask me some questions, and then that led to my arrest. There were some facts that needed to be presented that could help me with my case. I was exonerated. I would contribute that to Mr. Garza and his staff's efforts. He assured me that he would do all within his power to assist me in seeing this through.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome into the Food City Players Perspective. Jaylen Carey. Jaylen, you come into this season, you're coming off the bench, you've been a starter, you've been coming off the bench back again. What do you really care? Does it matter to you as long as you're getting out there and kind of ruffling it up?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Just doing whatever the team needs me to do. My guy, Coach Gainey, we talk a lot about it, and just knowing that if I'm out there, I'm going to be finishing the game regardless of what's going on. If I'm playing what I need to do and doing what I need to do, so just doing whatever the team needs me to do, really.
What's that room like? As far as the posts, the forwards, with Okpara, JP, yourself, Dwayne Brown, obviously Cade's on the shelf for the rest of the year. But what's the mentality of that room?
We got to go out there and do what we do every game. We didn't show up that one night versus Florida, and ever since then we just had an emphasis that hey, we might have lost one, but hey, we could win the war. So we just got to keep bringing it every night and showing that we are the best front court in the country, and we're going to keep trying to prove that every night.
You go back to when you started college and then through Vanderbilt and into now. How's your mentality changed? Is it the same mentality you've always had, or do you feel like you've grown on that side of things?
I feel like I've grown. I feel like I got to be more of a vocal leader with this team. We have a lot of young guys that are getting a lot of playing time, so just letting them know that, hey, we're about to come down a stretch where the teams that are going to be good in March are going to be coming out right now, and the teams that are want to be done and are going to break right now. during this time.
When you look at this team, like, what do you feel like you guys are doing the best right now?
Rebounding the ball. Our biggest emphasis is don't turn the ball over, just shoot the ball, because we're gonna end up getting it.
Yeah.
Because we lead the country in offensive rebounding. So just doing that, and we're getting better every day. That's something that I do like, and we are showing.
You play Ole Miss coming up on Tuesday night, and then you go back on the road. How big were those 2 road wins at Alabama and at Georgia to kind of give the team confidence? Because winning on the road's hard. I mean, it's no matter whether you're playing an elite team or a non-elite team. You know, going on the road and winning in a road environment can be very difficult.
It was good to show that we got toughness and we some road dogs. You always need to be able to get road wins, not just being able to win at home when it's comfortable. So going into hostile environments is always good to get wins, and we showed that we can do it.
You lost the game to Kentucky at home, a game y'all led basically the whole way till about a minute to go.
Yeah.
How do you take what you did the first, 39 minutes of that game and duplicate it for full 40 up there?
Just being better. It was kind of like that Kansas game back in Las Vegas where we were up and we had the lead and we got comfortable. The biggest thing that Coach Barnes always tells us is that we can't be comfortable because anybody can come back, and they've shown it twice where we've gotten comfortable and they just took the lead and took the game, and we're just getting better every day. We talk to each other a lot in the locker room that, hey, we can't keep letting that happen. Glad that it's in the past now, but we're going to keep getting better from the future.
To that point, do you feel like last night was a testament to not letting that happen? Because Auburn kept kind of creeping back in that game, and then they got to within 3, and then you all were able to kind of distance it back out.
Yeah, we for sure showed improvement because in the huddles during the media timeouts, we're telling each other, hey, this is the time, this is what we've been talking about. Let's keep building right here. This is the time where we got to close the game out and not let them come back and get us.
Tuesday night, got Ole Miss. What will you have to do well to get a win in that game?
Just do what we do, play Tennessee basketball, be some dogs, rebound the ball, finish at the rim, and just play defense, guard the ball.
When you're in practice, is there somebody you don't like to go against or gives you more trouble than the other guys down low? I mean, like, who's made your game better? Iron sharpens iron. Who's helped you improve?
Really, the whole front court. Like I said last year, I think I've said before that I didn't go against this size in practice like this. So to go against 6'10", 6'11" every day in practice has been beneficial and helpful for each and every one of us.
How do you alter your game? Because you're not 6'11". So, I mean, how does your game alter down there playing at the rim against length?
Just got to bump harder, hit them harder and go up quicker. And, switching it up, shooting hooks, shooting the midi jump shot I showed last night, just doing that more and stuff like that.
You go back to the, and we'll wrap you up here. You go back to the end of that Kentucky game. Got a little heated out there. How do you stay calm going into Saturday's game? Because, I mean, they're going to try to get under your skin up there.
Yeah, I kind of told the guys in the locker room I'm going to try to not get kicked out in the first few minutes because I said I was going to, set a good screen the first time I go out there. But, just doing, just being myself and just doing what the team needs me to do, not doing something crazy and getting it all going crazy, but just being smart.
Well, Mark, they'll need him to play a certain brand of basketball, not only this week, not only this weekend against Kentucky, but the rest of the way.
Just bump a little harder, right? Just bump a little harder. All right, we'll talk about keys to victory the next 2 games when we come back.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel Ash, a Knoxville native and the owner of Ash Chiropractic and Wellness. We would like to help you on every step along your health journey, whether that's chiropractic care, soft tissue work, or diet and exercise help. I'm located in the Renaissance Plaza. You can give me a call at 865-671-1000.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
I had a very complicating civil rights case. In 2018, I was assaulted. Other law firms that I had contacted, they were denying my request, but Garza law firm represented me. They even had private investigators flown all the way to where I lived at in Michigan to sit down and speak with me. I feel like the time they set aside for me is more meaningful than any dollar sign that I could receive.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Time now for the Keys to Game, brought to you by Garza Law, wherever you are across the state of Tennessee or even outside of Tennessee. Marcos Garza and the Garza Law Firm can help you out. Why hire an out-of-state lawyer to handle your in-state issues? Visit GarzaLaw.com. Get the help you need whenever challenges come your way. Okay, a couple of games this week at Ole Miss. We were talking about it after associate head coach Tony Jones took the Vols in there to the Tad Pad. They had to explode the place because Tennessee won. That game is here Tuesday night. Jason, we'll start with you.
Yeah, if Tennessee plays their best, Ole Miss plays their best, Tennessee's going to win. So just win the turnover margin. That's the only way Ole Miss can beat you if you give them extra possessions. Secure those 50-50 balls. You know Ole Miss. They're going to play tough. They're going to try to, muscle you up and out-rebound you. Don't let them do it. And that third score, it could be Bishop Boswell. It could be Estrella. We've seen different guys, different couple games. But just make sure you find that third score.
Hey, I got continue that rebounding dominance. We lead the conference in rebounding, and we're first or second in the nation in offensive rebounding. So continue that dominance. Inside scoring, you got Jaylen Carey who can score. You got Brown who can score. JP Estrella is starting to score a little bit. Let's continue to focus to get the ball inside and be aware of time and score. We tell our players all the time, at some point when you're up on a team, you're not playing against that team anymore. You're playing against the clock. So be deliberate, value the basketball, and take good shots.
Yeah. For me, it's simple. We'll see if Jaylen Carey can top his career high of 27 points that he had the other night and get to 28.
Why did I tell you, rule number one, don't ever call out the
You
host.
called yourself out when you came back and said, that's right.
Look, the older I get, the more it happens. But anyway, Jaylen Carey and this team, they've got to just push people out of the way. And if they keep beating people up, they keep winning.
They just got to keep bumping.
I'm just telling you, I love it. By the way, JP Estrella reminds me of Kevin McHale a little bit. Some of his little jump hooks that he's doing, that's old school, back to Caldwell Jones and all those guys.
We had him on the show, not last year, but a couple of years ago.
Who, Caldwell Jones or Kevin McHale?
JP Estrella.
What about Eddie Jones?
JP Estrella. You know what I like about him? He's always into the game, clapping up for his teammates and things of that nature. And he's relentless as far as his effort is concerned. He has a commitment to effort. And when you got that impact winning, Jason.
Well, he's one of the leftovers from, this team last year and the year before last. Like, he knows what it takes to play for a Rick Barnes program. And so a lot of new guys on this basketball team. Carey's one of those guys, but Estrella and Kay, Phillip, Bishop Boswell, they know what it's like. And so they're making sure those guys understand that.
Ole Miss on Tuesday, at Kentucky on Saturday. We'll talk about those next week on the Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law. Have a great week.